everyone, Brian Moses here from Brian Moses Customized Seminars and Coaching with another real estate segment for you. You know, I've said many times in the past that you can almost learn as much about what not to do as you can about what to do. And I want to share a story with you. I was recently at a friend's home for Saturday afternoon, and his neighbor's house is for sale. And we noticed the realtor show up and was about to show the property. The buyers followed in tow, husband, wife, couple, and the realtor gave the buyers some listing information outside the property. Had a little bit of a conversation probably about the property grounds, the lot size, the exterior of the property, that type of small talk. Then I watched the real estate agent take them through the house from the window at my friend's house. And after about 10 minutes, they ended up back in the yard, and you could see that these buyers were super hot on this property. Really, really excited about it. And you will be shocked at what I'm about to tell you. The real estate agent got in his truck and left. He had a friend in his truck. I don't know where they were going, but probably heading to the beach because his friend had flip-flops and shorts on, and he probably had some plans for the afternoon. But they're looking at a $1.4 million house, and the buyers were left in the driveway. And what then happened even further amazed me. The buyers walked around the property and spent about 20 minutes there, oohing and ahhing about the property. And I'm watching this from my friend's window. They love the property. Now here's the question. What's wrong with this picture? Where's the real estate agent closing the sale? Here's what I learned from this, and I wanted to share it with you because we've all made these mistakes where we're not properly prepared for the activity that we're about to engage in. I would hope that you guys wouldn't go out and show property and not be prepared to write an offer. In other words, today's segment is all about preparation. Short little tip on preparation. But when you go to show a property, what is your preparation? What is your mindset? I remember one time I looked at a property myself. I wanted to buy it. I asked the real estate agent, do you have a purchase and sale? No, we have to go back to my office. Almost as if I was putting them out. So my question for you is, what systems have you put in place to make sure that you're fully prepared for showing property, for a listing appointment, for a buyer appointment? When you go on a listing appointment, do you expect to get the listing? I hope so. You know, when I used to list property, I would put a check in my glove compartment. The average commission was about $2,400 when I started in real estate back in the 90s. So I wrote a check out to myself, to Brian Moses, for $2,400. It was in my glove compartment. I'd get to the seller's house, I'd open up the glove box, look at that check, and say, Brian, I'd say it to myself in the car, Brian, this check is either yours or it's the seller's. Now go get it. Go claim your income. I mean, I was focused. I was there to take the listing. When I show property, I'm doing so to take the buyers to the next steps to sell them. So here's the problem. A lot of people say to me, Brian, we don't want to pressure the buyers. You know, buyers will tell you when they're ready. Here's the truth. Buyers don't know the next step. So here's a couple of closing dialogues for you, and they're not full of pressure. But first of all, don't leave the buyers, you know, stay with them. Ask them if they would like to go back to your office and review the numbers. Would they like to go back to your office and review some recent sales to see how this property shapes up in contrast to the other properties that have recently selling? Would they like to go back and get copies of the paperwork so that they can think about it? Like, no pressure, but encourage them to take it the next step. Would you like to go back to my office and get the lender on the phone so that they can tell you what the down payment and closing costs will be on this particular property, precisely for this property? Is there anybody else that needs to see this property that you want to get back in? Do you want to see it a second time? So have a series of questions to escalate the sale further along down the path. This was absolutely a tragic event. Friends with my friend's neighbor, and of course, the buyers cool off. Buyer's remorse sets in. They end up talking themselves out of the property, and nothing happens. It's our job as a real estate professional to move that transaction along in the process. So that's today's tip. Be prepared, expect to win, plan to win, and you will win. Have a great day, everybody. I'm Brian Moses from Brian Moses Customized Seminars and Coaching, and stay tuned for more real estate tips. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.